Hey, this is me building a $100,000 a year business live in public, and welcome to my daily updates. And how these daily updates usually go is that first I go through your questions and help you with make scenarios. So if you have anything you would like to see my help with, let me know down in the comments. Then I go through my growth stats on YouTube, and then I do some strategy, live work, or just freestyle yapping, as I sometimes call it. And first of all, I removed this ugly pillow that was behind me on the chair, so there should be more of a clutter-free environment right now. And second of all, I have this chair for I think like 8 years, or very close to that. I had this chair since I've been a child, and only yesterday I found out that it actually has a rocking feature. So now I can rock around in my chair and look really silly. I'm not sure how it looks in the video, but cool, right? Anyways, going forward, let's check my YouTube channel. Today, by the way, still in an exam season, right? I was studying for intro banking today, and I have the exam later in the day, and if I pass it, then there's only one subject left before the end of the exam season, which would be great. I could put all of my effort and all of my focus, really, that's the main problem, I guess, into my business. So let's check the community tab. Let's check if there are any new comments, and there are not. If you need help with any topic, really, let me know down in the comment section. I'm happy to help you with your make scenarios, with your edit and scenarios, or just with thinking through automation questions or automation problems in general. Now, what I will do right now instead is that I will go to this guy, Nick Sarev Daily Updates, which is a big guy, I guess, in automation space, and he's brilliant. He's one of the smartest people I've seen, to be honest. And what I do is I just go through some of these comments and just to provide my take and my point of view on it. So Business AI 99 is saying, hey, super cool looking guy, I got a juicy question, so here you go. I'm offering a deep personalized email automation system to clients, and what I'm going is for a performance-based model, and I was thinking about charging them based on the number of clients my system is able to get them, and the price of a single client that system makes them would be based on their client LTV. My thought process was that if their client LTV is around $1,000, I'll charge around 20% when they close a client. Number one, so is this logical and sound that I should charge 20% as soon as they close client? Because they haven't gone through the customer life cycle yet, so they can't even get their LTV just by closing the client. So me charging 20% at that moment would be a bad ask. If yes, what could be the more appropriate value definer, lifetime value, average order value, etc.? And what milestones should I charge on positive reply meetings, etc.? And then second question, how would I know about the milestone achieved? If the system is made on their instantly account, that's one for the transparency thing I have a big question about. Okay, so some of my thoughts regarding this. I will first answer the first part of the question, and then I will give some of deeper thoughts and really if to go for this or no. So charging around $1,000 of the LTV when they close client, right? In my opinion, the fundamental thing that I would change in this model is not charging based on closing a client, but if you want to do a performance-based model like this, and I think for the cold email deep personalization system, it can work very well. It's something that I'm playing with right now. But what I would do is charge based on meetings booked. That's probably the one thing that I would go, because it aligns the incentives better. Because to be honest, it's not just about incentive lineup, right? But for you you can't really affect their closing rates. That's their problem to solve. And you should be able to bring them qualified leads, but then if they close them or not, and for how much, is completely out of your reach. So what I would do instead is create a fee per meeting booked and price it based on that. And then regarding how to track that, this one, if you're having your pricing based on the meetings booked, it shouldn't be that difficult, right? You can just connect to their Calendly or cal.com or another platform and have it built off this. Vasilev says, yes, I'm Bulgarian. Yusuf says, how to make inbound lead generation better with AI. For example, for education business, like those that teach people to prepare for exams, mainly focus on inbound leads from Instagram website. How to make that better, like increase chances of closing them with AI. Depends on the service specifically, but if the service, because in the exam prep space, as you're mentioning in here, you have services that are low or mid ticket. So that would be some digital product like a course for $30 or some group coaching for like $150 to $200. That would be the mid ticket. And then you have a high ticket offer, which can range from 1K to 8, 9, 10K when you talk about some specialized exam prep companies that promise you to help you with your exams and get into Ivy Leagues, etc. Right? So your approach will vary greatly depending on the ticket size. If you're going for some of the lower ticket clients, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? But if you're working with a company that has a lot of clients, but the ticket value is in general pretty small, you can use AI well, and you can use AI to really help you qualify the people and respond to the questions faster. So for instance, they have some email or they have some phone number, and what you could build out is a AI assistant that responds to the emails with answer to their question basically immediately. Or for the phone number during the day, it would be good if there is some person, but let's say outside of the opening hours, the AI picks up the phone. It probably should say something in the neighborhood of I'm AI, because the people will know it, especially if it's working with young people, they will recognize that it's AI. And if you don't disclose it in any way, it may kind of lower your credibility, but it's completely fine to disclose it. Say it's outside of the opening hours, but this exam prep AI, ask me your questions, I will help you with it. And if I'm unable to, then I will rewrite the question, create a support ticket for you, and we will respond to your email tomorrow. Something very simple like that I can imagine working. And this could also work, to be honest, for the higher ticket offers. It would, again, depending on the sales process, maybe you would try to convert the people to the meetings with the use of the AI. So yeah, Storybump is saying, thank you so much for addressing the Apple and Epify issue. Was so confused. That was referring to a point where some people were asking if Apollo stopped working, and short answer, it didn't. HS is saying, hey, when I run cold email campaign for a client, who will manage the inbox and replies, me or the client? There's a big time zone difference. It really depends on how you have it set up, right? If it's just you creating the system and then handing it off to them and you're being paid for that, in that case, the client will manage it 99% of the time. However, as Business AI was asking, the another business model is charging per meeting booked. And in that case, your incentives are very much aligned with doing the replies actually yourself, if possible, and doing at least the initial qualification yourself, because first, the client will not want to do it when they're already paying you for every meeting. And secondly, if you have a lot of experience with this, or you do it for a certain number of clients, you will likely develop an experience with this. You will be better than the client in many of the cases in converting those people into meetings, which is money for you. So depending again on where you are, you can target different countries, or you can hire someone who's in that time zone to help you with the replies. And for instance, if you're targeting US clients, I understand that having a VA in US would be very expensive, but you can have a English speaking VA in Mexico or anywhere in South America, really. So that would be my take on that. Jet Boris is saying, great cold email review. Nick, I'm launching my first email campaign right this week. Appreciate the guidance. Yeah, actually, for context, he's referring or talking about cold email campaign, right? And as you know, I'm starting to launch my cold email campaign again now, so came at the right time. Arthur is saying, no better thing to do than watching Nick on Sunday morning. Yes, sir. Asir Bashi is saying, don't listen to the YouTube unsubscribers. Makes sense. And this is no question either. Okay, great. In that case, what I will do is I will cancel this and I will check my YouTube stats. I will check my growth stats, and then I will do a bit of live work today. I think that's my idea, and then I'll need to wrap it up really soon because I have a in-person exam that I need to attend to. So let me just wrap this up. Let's check. Nope, not this one. Let me just check my subscribers. So on the normal channel, on the daily update channel, we have 6 subscribers. There's 0% growth. So no updates in here. And then let me check the main channel where I talk about automations and APIs and that sort of jazz. And in there we have 223 subscribers as of now. By the way, there's this website, Y Combinator News, and you probably know Y Combinator. It's this large startup incubator. I think it's the most famous startup incubator in the world. If you're able to get your startup into Y Incubator, your likelihood of actually succeeding increases greatly because you get access to investors, you get access to community, you get access to very smart people and advisors. And they have this website called Hacker News. And there was some article that I read today on posting, right? And this is the one, I believe. It's saying how to post when no one is reading. And it's this blog article by Jeet Mehta. Great article. I may put it into the description. And it's basically an article about what to do when your content isn't growing as much as you would like to. And there are a few concepts that I really like about this article and in general. First of all, when building the content, you should do things that you like, and hopefully the world or some people in the world will agree with that. And that's really what I'm doing with the daily update channel. You know, in the main channel, I'm trying to really focus on specific topic that I also like, but with the daily update channel, and that's why I think the growth has been very slow. I'm just talking about what I'm doing and about my ideas, and it will probably take a long time before that attracts people that also have these similar views. And then another point that I really like is build your binge bank, which basically refers to idea that you may produce content for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and it will not be successful and you won't get enough of subscribers and people following you. But then eventually at some point you will get the success. And at that point, all the content that you made up until then, it won't be useless. It served a purpose, because now people are able to go back and see what you were doing, how you were growing, and really have a place to watch all of the things that you created and get more value, get more of you without you producing more and more. So I really like that idea. And I think apart from being at your binge bank, what's also very valuable about producing, even when no one is really watching, is that you improve your skills in producing that content, be it writing, be it speaking on camera, being the video production value. And it pushes the next pieces that you make to be even better. And so by extension, you increase your likelihood of becoming successful with the content. Let's see if there are any interesting comments. Damn. Some people are publishing content pages on my website for 24 years. Let's check. This is actually crazy. Susan. About, let's check. Susan Pell. I'm software engineer by profession. It's actually crazy that someone can keep posting, I guess, semi-consistently, right? I suppose there were some even like year-long gaps. No, not really, actually. It seems very consistent. That's actually crazy. That's awesome. Consistently posting for 24 years. I wish to get there someday, and I hope that if I do, I will have some audience to watch me, right? But very interesting, very, very, very cool. Anyways, we still have a bit of time. I really hope that my exam starts at 12:30 and not at 12. That would be a bit of a bummer. Let me just check it for a second. Okay, so the exam indeed starts at 12:30, so I have a bit more time before I need to go. And what I want to do now is create research for this thing, which is a Agent.AI, and it should be a website that allows you to use different AI agents for different things. And let me create a document just to jot down any thoughts if I have any, and I want to record a video about it on my main channel, right? So let's do AI agent review. Let's sign up for free. Let me continue with Google. Okay, we're signing up, and let's see what this is really about. Subscribe to AI Simple newsletter. Yes, sir. Let's get that. So how does it work? I will just be going through this as I probably would on my own. Not sure if I will do that much commenting, but yeah, feel free to just watch through. So basically it looks like it's some marketplace for agents, and it seems like there are different people making the agents, right? So it's not only the founders, but I guess everyone can make agent. You can create agents, promote your agents, integrate, get access to tutorials. Builder access activated. Was it that easy? Okay, so what is it? Reddit scraper, web design grader. Create search queries based on questions. Search hundreds of posts on Reddit and their comments. Check if the retrieved posts are authentic and relevant. Extracting inside posts, return a comprehensive answer. It's interesting. I have a feeling, my initial feeling is that the way how this is going to work is going to be very similar to Epify, but I'm curious about the about the capabilities and if it's better for some use cases. So let's check, for instance, video script generator. I'm also trying to find pricing, right? Or the amount of credits that I have, but I'm not sure. Can't find it anywhere. I was trying to search for it before as well. I didn't find it either. So let's just see. Video script generator. View profile. Creates engaging scripts for various types of video content, such as explainer videos, product demos, and promotional videos. Assist content creators, marketers, and educators by automating the script writing process, saving time and ensuring consistently high quality output. So video content option would be explainer video, I guess. Video topic. Let's see the examples. How to stay productive while working from home. I will do Agent.AI review. Audience information. Individuals interested in technologies, automations, APIs, N8N, and the value of these tools for business. Nice. Key messages. Desired length. What I'm thinking is that this means that you already need to have the idea of what to create, right? And for a lot of creators, I guess, the difficult part is figuring out what to do videos on. So firstly, we would need some agent for that and then another agent for writing the video script. But let's see. What is Agent.AI? What are the most used agents? How to utilize the agents in business, aka real life scenarios. And let's see what it comes up with. Competitor, let's add someone. Let's add Nick Sarev, right? He's a big guy in automation, so maybe adding him will help with the results. And let's continue. And this should take 1 credit. We still have no idea how much 1 credit costs, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, it's loading. It started at 69% and it's just stuck in there. That's funny. Let me just go to the main page and explore. In the meantime, I think now the run should be in here, right? Nope. That's interesting. Hopefully it's running. It shows that it's running in here. So we'll see if it actually does run. Flux image generator. Generate an image using the new Flux AI model. Oh, it's German model. Interesting. Okay, what else? Company research agent. Does deep research on company and creates a report that includes demographic information, funding data, web traffic trends, and competitor analysis. This sounds very interesting, actually. And I would be curious to see how that works or what are the outputs, but this is decent. Video script, loading message generator. What is loading message? On-brand loading message that enhances user experience while pages or processes load on website and apps. So it's literally what the name would suggest, but I'm surprised. You see, given the constraint theory, depends on what really you're loading on the website, but unless it's some huge, unless it's some huge project, I would probably focus on speeding up your website. YouTube transcript generator, generate YouTube discussion questions. What is this? Quickly generate transcripts and discussions from any YouTube video. Great for studying groups settings. Generate transcript, list video highlights, generate 5 discussion questions with examples. List Bible verses used. List Bible verses used. That's interesting. Let me see if this finished. Okay, it did. Agent.AI, narrator. Welcome to our deep dive into Agent.AI, the revolutionary tool that is transforming how businesses operate. Whether you're a tech enthusiast or a business owner, understanding the power of AI agent can unlock new levels of efficiency and innovation for your organization. The problem is this just talked about AI agents in general, not about the specific website, but that's fine, I guess. PTO and Vacation Maximizer, USA based. This agent will help you get most of your PTO. It figures out how you can use the fewest possible days to maximize your concurrent time off from work based on US holidays. Get out there, stick it to the man, and hit the beach. I guess there would be some value in this. Again, though, not sure how much. Web page copy, competitor analysis, prospect extractor, pricing page analyzer, competitive ChatGPT brand comparison, email subject line generator, SEO content optimizer, sales lead qualifier, meta tag generator. You see, it's not bad, right? But some of my initial thoughts on this is, firstly, the business model is very similar to Epify, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a marketplace where people can put their creations out to. What I am thinking, though, is that these agents usually fall into 2 categories. One is just some sort of scrapers, aka the YouTube transcript generator, which I don't think it's a AI agent work. It's just a very linear IT work scraping, and I feel like for these AI agents, they're competing with Epify, which is a difficult one to beat. And then the second part are AI agents that should do something. A lot of the times it's some sort of custom trained, I guess, GPT. And a lot of the time it's some text outputs, and they're not completely terrible. I guess in here I would need to be more specific regarding the fact that I want to have a video about the specific site and not about agents in general. I think there could be improvement on my side, so I'm not necessarily judging this based on that. But I think that in general, I'm not sure, to be honest, how much business or real utility is in these. For instance, this one, I could imagine actually this being very useful. But then again, depends on the outputs, right? Let me check this one. Sorry, we couldn't find any company details. Okay, let's see. Is this still loading, or let me track it? I guess this is still loading. Hmm. This is obviously a small company, right? But let's check. And it's a company that's based in some weird ass small country. But let's check. Left click is the company of Nick Saraev. Left click.ai. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure about this. I read some LinkedIn posts that were hyping this up a lot, but maybe I need to play a bit more with it. But as of now, I don't find that much of real life utility. We'll see. I think it has a potential, though maybe in the future. I was just trying to figure out if I should create some YouTube video based on this, and probably for now I won't, but we'll see what the future shows us. But yeah, this is everything for my today's video. I hoped that you liked it. If you have any questions or need help with any make scenarios, let me know down in the comments. I'll be very happy to help you, and see you guys tomorrow.